Hi, this is Christina with Treasure Books of Georgia, and I'm here with my 23rd journal to do a flip through for you. A little bit of housekeeping. She's 9 inches long, 6 inches wide with a 2.5 inch spine. The signatures, there are 3 signatures. They're sewn in and with these beads on the side. They're a mixture of glass beads and some ceramic beads. I just thought that turned out so pretty. The cover, the material is from timholtz palette, and these 2 pieces of lace here are from India. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and the design is printed on linen, and this is just a pin that's hooked on the bottom, which I really like. As with all of my journals, I include a writing board, and here's a writing board for this one to use so you don't go, your pen doesn't press through to the other pages when you're writing. It's just held together with remnants of this material that's tied here on the side. All right, let's get started. So I did the covers a little bit differently. I still enclosed them in the Kraft Cardstock, but then I 3D embossed them and did some Lindys magicals on them and sanding. And anyways, I just thought they turned out really pretty. Here we have a little bit of sewing right off the top here. This is dyed and then printed on. And then this is just a card that I've sewed on and made a journaling card on it. There's a saying here, there is beauty in simplicity. And I just love these digitals, which kind of matched the cover. Here you've got, this is another piece of timholtz material here, a little bit of lace. And then I made a card, a journaling card, and it said, be the reason someone smiles today. And that just goes, there's a little band here, and then you've got some journaling space or places here with those digitals, which I think turned out very pretty, matches very well. This is just cut out from a letterpress that I did, and then you've got a little journaling card here and some just beautiful lace. Oh, and lots of dyed paper using coffee and food coloring and just all kinds of fun stuff. And this is another one that I did, but I used a stencil on it, and it kind of shone through a little bit. This is probably my favorite page. So you've got 3 little envelopes, and first time I've used a magnet on them, and I just thought they came out really cute. Each one of them has some ephemera in it, and a little note or a little thing that says notes here. This I used a tea bag and stamped on it, and then glued it to the back of cardstock. And then this is just a 3D embossed card with some ink blending, and you can use that to journal on, or you could turn it into a card to send it to somebody. And then you've got some cheesecloth down the side. This was created using I think it was Natasha with Treasure Books that came up with this idea, and I just think it's just spectacular. So I used a little belly band here, and there's some ephemera that's tucked into the belly band, and then each one of these cards in this stack you can write on. So I just thought it was just a very fun idea. And all the way to the bottom there, you've got places to journal. And then here's some really pretty lace to use as a belly band. And this, you can put this particular stack anywhere in the journal that you would like. Again, some beautiful digitals, some lace down the side. This is from India, this particular lace, which I just love. And you can kind of see the little bit of green leaves there, and matches that. And you flip it over, and you've just got, this is just a scripty writing, and then you can journal on the back of that. And I just thought it just was just so pretty. I didn't want to cut it up. Here you've got just did a little bit of 3D embossing, and you've got, this is full of ephemera, a little card, a little bit of lace, some journaling space here. And of course, My other favorite part is the center, and this is printed on thick vellum, and then you've got some of the glass beads at the bottom. Just turned a card, added a button on it, turned it into a journaling card here, and then you've got some lace down the side. And again, more journaling space on both sides. And a little, again, some, I made that envelope, I forgot about that. And then you've got some ephemera and some cards in there to journal on. And I love this, how this came out, this pink, with this gorgeous lace down the side. More journaling space here and here. And I believe I dyed, this was just some material that I dyed when I was doing all the pages. It's a napkin that I glued on there and made a pocket, and you've got really cute little 3D, or not 3D, I'm sorry, mixed media here, and then some journaling cards there. Just some embossed vellum, and then an vellum page there. Some more cheesecloth down the side. Isn't that beautiful? I just thought that came out grungy and gorgeous. And that's the end of our first signature. And in here you've got a bunch of goodies in here, a little tag. It says be grateful. And then this is some hand stamped paper. And it fits right here in this little corner pocket, right on the side there. And then a little tag. Okay, here's our second signature. It says a little note, and again, some 3D embossing, some glaze. I believe that was some Simon Hurley glaze there. And then a little piece of linen that I stamped, and then just turned this into a journaling card. And this is just some alcohol inks. You could even add more if you want, or add some just alcohol and make this move, or just leave it as it is. The world is a canvas of imagination. And here, I just took some thick vellum and turned it into a belly band. And on the side, I believe I got this out of a Bella Grace magazine, but it just talks about wintering. You may think yourself lazy or flawed. Your body made the most of almost exactly the same elements as the stars. And then it just is just a beautiful, beautiful little saying there. And you can journal on that. And then this says you don't have to be perfect. More journaling here, some sari silk down the side. And then we've got 3 pockets. It says be you bravely. And then there's a little bit of ephemera in each one of those. And a little, I like this picture of a typewriter, and then I just stamped a little flower there, and there's some ephemera there and some lace down the side. Made a little pocket here, says memory, and this is just some different some paper, I think. I'm not quite sure what that is. I got it somewhere. And then a journaling card in the back. And again, playing around with the different inks. You've got journaling here. I just thought this was really pretty. And here's journaling. Gorgeous lace, absolutely gorgeous lace. And then I just took a pocket, or some material, leftover material, made a pocket here. And again, a 3D embossed card that you can send to somebody. And then this is a picture of a vintage postcard. This is not actually vintage. And this is actually a double pocket. So you've got a pocket in the front and then a pocket in the back. And it says, today is a great day. And we've got some wooden buttons along the side. Here is more of that lace. I just think that's beautiful, that I got from my friend in India. And then this is printed on thick vellum, butterfly. And this, I believe I got this from a Magnolia magazine. I try to include this in each one of the journals. But is there something in your own rearview mirror worth going back for? And you've got journaling space on the back and on the front. And you just got a little wax seal there. And isn't this pretty? These little tree of life buttons. I think they're not buttons, I'm sorry. They look like buttons, but they're just like a little, there's a word, I can't think of it at the moment, but it's okay. 3D embossed card, again, if you want to send that to somebody or use it for yourself and journal on. And again, more of the paper, tie-dyed paper. kind of tie-dyed. Here's the center of the second signature, and again, you've got the glass beads there, some journaling here. Oops, that was my dog. A little envelope with some fun ephemera in there, and then this is another piece of timholtz material that I've used as a band. A butterfly. And be kind to all the past versions of you. They are the soul in which you now bloom. And you've got some journaling space on the back here, and that just tucks in nicely here. And this is just a journaling card or page there. And then I did some 3D embossing. This is journal 23, and on this envelope, and then turned a bunch of a card, some other prints into a journaling card in there. Just a little postcard. It says, I can do anything. And some more using the stencils, more sari silk. In the other part of our typewriter, it says love and affection, missing you, and those are just journaling cards that fit right in there. I just think that's so pretty, and it just goes with that digital so well. This is another one that I did I think I did alcohol inks and blending. It says sending love. You can, again, use that as a card. And gratitude. And this is vintage lace. And this is just a copy of something that I had done. And I just thought it turned out really pretty with that little wax seal. It hooks right there. And more sari silk, and then just a little envelope, and there's some goodies inside there. And that brings us to our third signature. It says happy thoughts. And again, I did sanding, 3D embossing, inks, all kinds of grungy stuff. This envelope, the wax seal, has my favorite saying, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the number of moments that take our breath away. And then I just added a little bit of lace on there. And you can journal on the back of that if you'd like. And that just fits, oops, I think I'm trying to do this wrong. Right in that little band. There we go. Choose to see the good stuff. This is the start of our third signature. This is like lace, but it's made of beads. I just think that's so pretty. A little belly band that says wish, and you've got an envelope full of all kinds of good stuff in there. Have to leave some surprises for whoever decides they would like this journal. Some 3D embossing here, and just a copy of a digital, and then some cards with pictures of vintage keys that goes along with this digital. And again, I enjoyed playing with the 3D embossing cards folders this time. And there's a place for you to journal on the back. And then this is attached to, this is a piece of packing material that I did 3D embossing and colors, a lot of Lindys Magicals. Here's another piece of that fabric from another timholtz palette. And then a couple of journaling cards here, some cheesecloth down the side, and then this I just kind of framed. I love this digital, and I framed it, and then you've got a journaling card here. And now we're at the center. Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And again, you've got the beads here. And then this digital, which I just absolutely love, created a little miniature journaling book here. It says gratitude. It says I am compassionate. And then you've got journaling cards in each one of the pockets. Oops, I'm trying to pull the wrong thing there. There. And then you've got this little miniature one that goes in here. And some card, I think this is just some ephemera stuff, and then another little card. And I just cut this out of a digital and put some of the, I think they're stickles or that shiny stuff. I always thought it was pretty. The other part of the packing tape, you can see a lot of 3D wax, all kinds of fun stuff on there. And then I use part of it as a belly band. It says flourish, and there's some fun stuff in here. And then this, I got a card, this in the mail, and I turned it into a huge journaling card with a red button. And then you've got more keys, a wooden button, and several little cards to journal with. And then here, you are enough, and you've got little journaling cards that match that digital. And here you've got a couple of journaling cards here, and this is actually from 1963. They were given to DOE employees about being security-wise, avoid compromise. I thought that was actually kind of cool and matched the reds we were doing. And it says, create the life you desire. And then you've got a couple of journaling postcards here. Journaling space here and here. And then that brings us to the end. And this is just, I did this alcohol inks. It says, wishing you a wonderful day. I did stamping and alcohol inks. And then I have put a card on the back so you can either mail it if you want, or you can journal on it. And just a little piece of, I think this is linen that I dyed. And that brings you to the end. I left the back open because I think the material is just so gorgeous. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And this will be in my Etsy shop. Oh, also I used the metal on all four corners to protect it. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.